Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. We're going to discuss more in depth the LBRY versus SEC suit, what implications that has, and what implications does it have for content creators and YouTubers. So it actually ripples out through the entire industry. LBRY, if they use the same logic for every crypto, it would make every crypto besides Bitcoin a security. The SEC doesn't really have anyone to sue for Bitcoin, so they probably aren't that interested. Plus, like Bitcoin, I mean, technically it didn't have a pre-mine, although Satoshi could have mined a lot before everyone knew about it. But since Satoshi is probably dead, they don't really have anyone to sue, and it's kind of irrelevant if he's dead because no one really has that pre-mine anymore, anyways. But outside of that, the two arguments that they did actually use were that if your coin has a pre-mine / you made it all beforehand, and your company and or executives maintained a large part of it, then it is a security. That is one of the arguments. The other one is that like when you minted it, the use case wasn't there. Now, I don't think actually creating a DEX and like being able to trade your coin on your network really constitutes a use case. I think they're actually looking for like an actual like industrial use case or like a problem that you could actually solve when you created the coin. And I don't think that really exists for any coin. Remember, ODL wasn't launched until 2018, and XRP was created back in 2012. LBRY, obviously, they didn't have the application set up, and you didn't have to use LBRY to upload and stuff like that. It's kind of counterproductive because that basically says like you have to register as security if you even want to make an application, or you have to have everything worked out beforehand for it to not be a security, and that basically doesn't really apply to anyone. So if the circuit judge, if the people in the XRP, if the judge in the XRP case and the court in the XRP case decide the same way, it would be really, really bad for crypto. Everything besides Bitcoin would be a security. They would almost have to go after Ethereum after this, and it would definitely be deemed a security because Ethereum definitely had an ICO, and they really can't get away from that. So, hopefully, the court does overturn the previous court's decision. Now, there are two different circuit courts, so it's not a binding precedent, but courts do actually look at the way that other courts have ruled before. It is heavily used. Hopefully, they will overturn it, but if you have two circuit courts that have basically differing opinions or different judgments on the same issue, it generally gets appealed to a higher court, and that actually resolves it, maybe all the way up to the Supreme Court. So that's basically how it works. I don't know if it'll go all the way up to the Supreme Court. I don't know how the appeal systems actually works there. But if it does, you can bet it'll take like 2 or 3 more years to get actually resolved at the latest, at the least. And that would suck for all of us as well because, you know, we'd kind of be left wondering like what the hell is going on. So definitely not a big fan of that. But let's actually talk about how it would actually affect crypto YouTubers. Now, I do think if all these cryptos are declared securities, YouTubers like myself and BitBoy and all the others would have to be more careful. We probably wouldn't be able to shill coins. I mean, I don't really do that anyways because I never really take payment to shill a project. And if I do disclose it at the beginning of the video. So, but for those people that make a living out of that, I don't really know who does. I think BitBoy stopped doing that a while ago. I'm not really sure who does anymore. That would be a problem for them because now they would be shilling unregistered securities, and there is a pretty big fine / imprisonment for doing that. So you will actually see a lot less shilling. You will also see a lot less videos for anything besides Bitcoin because you can't really promote unregistered securities either because, you know, they're illegal, obviously. So it would actually affect the crypto YouTube industry and the crypto Twitter industry in the same way. You might actually see YouTube just ban crypto videos. Hopefully not, but that might actually be the case if Ripple loses this particular case. And on Twitter, I don't really know how Elon Musk will see this. Maybe he'll just allow them because he wants to give the middle finger to the SEC, but I don't really think so. I don't think even he wants to risk that. So you might actually see the basically disappearance of a lot of crypto content if they're considered securities, unless certain cryptos actually register as securities and then you would actually be able to do that again. All stocks are generally registered securities, at least most of the big ones are. So there might be a huge shakeup in the crypto influencer community and the crypto YouTube community as well, because you cannot actually promote or shill unregistered securities. That actually might be good for investors, but I think like the only videos would actually be Bitcoin videos, or there just wouldn't be any crypto videos overall. I'm not really sure how YouTube would actually respond to such cases. So that's kind of what I have to say for today. So be prepared for those changes if it does actually happen. I'm hoping they don't. I'm hoping that Ripple wins and they actually overturn that decision, or it gets appealed to a higher court, or maybe the Supreme Court even, and they actually rule in favor of they actually do rule in favor of Ripple, because that would actually clear up a lot of things, give us a lot of clarity and regulations, and make YouTubing a much easier for cryptocurrencies. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.